One thought I had when I was a kid is that when I'm an adult and I have the freedom, I'm gonna hang out with my friends as much as I want. Because on paper, like theoretically, what stops you from hitting up your homeboy and just having a sleepover? Literally for no reason. You don't even have to socialize. You literally just can show up and just chill, just be around the bros. Maybe have a game in the background. You're doing your thing, they're doing their own thing, and you guys are just chilling. This is the kind of thing. These are the kind of things that we did when we were kids, right? We wouldn't even have a plan. I just like beg my parents, like, please let me stay at my cousin's place, or like my cousins. We would scheme together of like what kind of how are we gonna manipulate the adults to let us stay over at each other's place. Like talk to my auntie, like, please let my cousin stay over so we can play some games. We can play some Black Ops 2 or something, and when they would say no, I would think, why? Literally, why? Why are we not able to do that? Am I gonna kidnap them? I don't think so. Maybe I will, but I don't think so. They didn't know that. But I thought to myself that when I become an adult, I'm gonna see my friends as often as I want. Well, guess what? I'm an adult now, and I don't see my friends. What? I don't see my friends. And the worst thing about this whole adult friendships not having time for each other is that it seems like we're all on the same page. Like everybody kind of drops these hints of like, oh guys, when was the last time we've seen each other? And I'd be thinking like, yeah, you dork. It's because you keep canceling. That's why. And it seems like everybody's on the same page. But for some reason, there's a spell, like something is in the air when the plan comes near. I don't know why people are just so scared of hanging out with other people. Okay, we had this plan, right? We were gonna go to the water park. One of my friends, she hit us up and she was like, we haven't seen each other for a while. Let's plan something. Summer is wrapping up. Let's go do something. Let's go do some summer activity. Let's have a filler episode. That music that plays. We wanted to have that kind of hangout. And you know what? I was on board. I was so hyped. I'm like, let's do it. Summer is about to end. I hate the cold weather. Let's do one final fun activity together. And so we planned it. We planned it at the start of August, and the hangout date was going to be like on the 27th of August. So by adult metrics, you know how it is. You know how the system works. You gotta schedule with the homies. Like, okay, what are you doing in January of 2026 on the 17th at 5 p.m. We gotta check the calendar. We have to check with the boss. See if you're free on that day. So we did that. We planned it so ahead. And you know what? People are starting to chime in. It might actually make it out of the group chat. I was getting excited. People that weren't even invited, that just be lurking the group chat. Boom, reacting. I'm showing up. Boom, I'm bringing a +1. Okay, this is starting to become a hangout. I like what I see. It's going to be like a big group of people. We're going to be like 7-8 people going to the water park with a really nice like sauna, jacuzzi. It's a big place, right? It's not like a kids water park. It's for adults. You'll see like a bunch of adults there. They're like either swimming at the pool, going to the Olympic side, hopping into the sauna, the Turkish saunas, where you got the granddads that have been sitting there for like probably 3 days straight. I was excited for it. It felt like it was going to be one final summer activity together. And the date starts approaching, right? It's like mid-August now. And the temperature is starting to drop a little bit, but it's an indoor pool. The temperature is fine. It's no worries. But the first sign of concern, somebody messages, and again, the original person, she's like, hey, how do you feel about the temperature? I already knew it was cooked. When they're like starts to soft launch, when they start soft launching the planned cancellation, I can just sense it. Dude, it's the beginning of the end. You know that one dog meme, closing their eyes and just like tilting their head back? That was me. I knew it was in the air. People are about to start backing out of this plan. But I check, they're tagging me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check. The temperature inside, 26 degrees. The temperature in the pool is like pretty good. We're good. It's an indoor place. No way the weather is a factor. It's just about like getting there, and we're gonna be having a great time. So I think to myself like, okay, well, the concern has been addressed. And another person like messages, they're like, okay, so I was also thinking the same thing. And then I respond, I'm like, yeah, well, look at that. Temperature seems fine. All good. All Gucci. We're sticking to the plan. We're staying on track. We're not backing out of this one. I know what you're doing. You're trying to back out of this one. You ain't backing out of this one. I will find a solution. So, solution found. Date starts approaching. It's like the 25th now. I'm like, all right, let's get a head count. Come on, let's start planning this. Me, my bro, and his girl, we're planning to like go together. And then my other friend is me, like, and another friend are going with the train. Everybody's like discussing transportation, right? Because we're going to a different city. And then the day before, and dun. First of all, I was offered a car ride by this other friend. So I text her. I'm like, yo, are we still like, primary group? Are we going by car? And she hits me like, hey, I'm not going. Okay. All right. I mean, by all means, you were an extra. If you don't want to go, it is what it is. I'm not pressed about it. So forget about that. So I go back to the original plan. Like me, my homeboy, and his girl, we're going together. And now I'm starting to like message other people. I'm like, all right, come on, let's get a head count. Let's figure out like, because people are kind of becoming quiet. People are getting like cold feet on the plan. And I'm the type like, I used to flake quite a bit, so I can't really blame flakers. By the way, I don't blame anybody for flaking. Life happens. Like we're adults. Come on, this is like big boy business. People's livelihood are on the line. Sometimes people got to take an extra shift. Sometimes people just are feeling unwell, burnt out, whatever it might be. Like life happens. So don't take this the wrong way. I don't want to blame these people because I have been these people. But the day comes, and now even the person that even started this whole thing, that the lady that was like, we haven't seen each other in a while, let's make some summer plan. She is backing out. No, I can't even lie. I was quite disappointed, mainly because this was like a big plan, I freed my schedule up as well. And we've done it so ahead of schedule that I thought there's no way this plan does not work, but it did not work. And we had to cancel the plan. Well, we did not cancel the plan, actually. I doubled down. Me, my bro, and his girl, dude, we went anyway. I don't care. Even at this point, I think I've reached a point where I understand that people just have their things going on. Sometimes they gotta cancel. It is what it is. What can I do? I'm gonna go no matter what. Because I'm in the business of making novel experiences. Like, bro, if we're going to be in this routine of going to work and, interacting with the same 3 people that we interact with, never going out of our comfort zone, never taking the alternative route, that's how life like passes you by. That meme of like the planet just rotating super fast? That's how life feels nowadays. And I've realized like I don't want to do that. I don't want to speed up my life. I don't want to make everything convenient. I don't want this. I want novel experiences. So I decided to go. And you know what? I had a great time. It was a great time. And honestly, I really hope everybody comes to the realization that, adult friendships, I think they work. I don't believe the excuse that they don't work. I'm a busy guy, right? I've got a lot of things going on. I really mean it. Like I have a busy schedule, but I have the drive. I think if you have the drive, you can really make it happen. But I feel like with a lot of adult friendships, they just don't prioritize people as up there. And I think for a lot of people, maybe they don't reach the realization how important adult friendships are. Because what happens when shit hits the fan, right? What happens when you're in the back of a police cruiser, you're arrested for God knows what? What happens then, right? I mean, okay, maybe you got family, people that are like kind of low maintenance, but you need backup. You need real backup. You need people that are there for you. You need people that listen to you when you're sad. You need people to share celebrations with. Because what even is life? What is the point of it all if we don't share it with other people? That's my perspective. So for me personally, I'm not flaking on any plans anymore. I've made this promise before and I've stuck by it. I'm even early to the plans. If you know my record, I am never early to the plans. Matter of fact, I am usually the last one to show up. I used to at least be. But I have changed my priorities and I've stuck by it. And I will not change that. And I think I really, really wish more people would prioritize these adult friendships, but I think everybody will eventually come to the realization how important people are. It's just that people, reach it at different paces. But yeah, I mean, this is all I have to say about it. So I hope you have a great day. Make sure to drink some water, by the way. And yeah, maybe I'll make more videos of this because I kind of just enjoy talking. I don't know. I don't really want to make a YouTube channel and just be like a content creator. I want to just talk to people and just get people's feedback. It didn't even got to be anything serious. I just want to talk to people. So if you feel spoken to, maybe like the video and have a good day.